People don't usually understand me. They take one look at Mr. Rubble and think I must be crazy. How can a teenage boy be so attached to a stuffed animal that he carries it around with him wherever he goes? But I have to say that, no matter how many peculiar looks I got, I could never bear to part from Mr. Rubble. He just meant too much to me. On February 21st, Mr. Rubble and I moved into our new house in the quaint town of Okerton. As I made the drive with all my belongings in tow, I couldn't help but feel a tremendous sense of pride. Once I unpacked most of my things, I decided to take a look around my new neighborhood. No sooner did I step outside than one of my neighbors paid me a visit.
New kid on the block.
Hi, I'm Charlie. Nice to meet you.
Sing me a song.
Oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Sing me opera.
But I don't know any opera.
What's the dance move for me? What's that you got there? Let me see it.
No, thank you.
Give it to me.
I don't want to.
It's mine.
No, it's not.
Give it to me or I'll take it from you.
Hey! Knock it off!
You haven't seen the last of me. That stuffed animal is mine.
I'm so sorry about that. That was Gavin, the town bully.
Well, thanks for saving me.
No problem. I'm Rita, by the way.
I'm Charlie.
If you ever need anything, Charlie, I'm just a few houses down. I'll come by and check on you later.
Thanks. That night I was terrified. I kept thinking about Gavin and how he wanted to kidnap Mr. Rubble. In order to protect my stuffed companion, I decided I needed to construct a fortress. I used whatever materials I could find. I knew that if it was a good fort, Gavin would have no chance of penetrating it. Then, just as I was about to hang the last wall, I heard the floorboards creak. Someone was in my house. I grabbed Mr. Rubble and crept into the kitchen. Careful not to make a sound, I picked up a pan to defend myself. Then, just when I saw a figure enter the room, I launched into action.
Charlie!
What are you doing here?
I just came to check on you and make sure everything was okay.
Why didn't you say something when you broke into my house?
I was afraid you'd be sleeping, and I didn't want to wake you. I was going to watch you sleep.
Well, you should have said something. You scared me. I thought you were Gavin coming to kidnap Mr. Rubble.
I'm sorry, Charlie. Charlie, why do you live here by yourself?
You want to know? I'm an orphan. Always have been. I lived on the street, scavenging food out of trash cans and dumpsters. There were other orphans on the street, too, but they all hated me. I don't know why, so I was all alone without a single friend. Until one day, as I was making my rounds through the garbage, I came across something unexpected. As I looked into its beady black eyes, I suddenly realized that I wasn't alone after all. I realized that in my depression, I had accepted my fate as a homeless orphan when, in reality, I could take control of my life. That night, I brainstormed how I could escape my impoverished lifestyle. It was the first time I had talked to Mr. Rubble. It felt like a tremendous weight had been lifted off me. Finally, I had somebody to bounce ideas off of. I wasn't alone anymore. Then, I saw a penny lying heads up in the street, and an idea came into my head. The next morning, I went to the nearest house and rang the doorbell. I asked the man who answered if he would trade me something for my penny. After some haggling, the man traded me a pen. After that, I continued trading up for more expensive items. I traded the pen for a frisbee. I traded that for a blender. Then a snowblower, an autographed baseball, a trip to Paris, and a backstage pass to the Rolling Stones concert. Luckily, I was able to find the biggest Stones fans on the planet, and before I knew it, I was signing the deed to this house. So that's how I got here. And that's why I care so much about Mr. Rubble. He was my friend and confidant throughout the whole thing.
So, Mr. Rubble symbolizes your overcoming your poor orphan status to become an upstanding homeowner.
Well, it's more than just that.
he symbolizes hope, as he brought you out of a deep, lonely depression. Can I tell you a secret? She represents my anxieties that I would never be pretty enough for a boy to like me.
Is this a joke?
No.
You're just making fun of me.
No, Charlie, we're serious.
Get out! Get out of my house! I went to sleep hugging Mr. Rubble tightly. After having such a scare, I wanted to make sure that nothing happened to him. But when I awoke the next morning, I was mortified to find that Mr. Rubble was gone. Mr. Rubble!
You're looking for this.
Give it to me.
I want you to answer me 3 questions. I want you to tell me what animal it was that huffed and puffed and blew down 3 houses.
That's easy. A wolf.
Very good. Second question. I want you to tell me what animal has 22 blue-green ocelli that it can spread fan-like in display.
A Bornean peacock pheasant.
Very good. One more question, and you get your stuffed animal back. What animal was it that the Hindu god Vishnu turned into when he saved the earth? Give up?
A pig! Your little game is over. Give the stuffed animal back.
Mr. Rubble!
Back when I was an orphan, I thought I'd be alone forever. Even after I found Mr. Rubble, I was afraid he'd get kidnapped and I'd be by myself. But now, after everything that's happened, I know that I'll never be alone.